We got a red dot. What's up, Akron? Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're at. We are live inside the assembly of the Odd Mall Outpost, located right here in Greene, Ohio on East Turkey Foot Lake Road. Hi, everybody. Good to see you. Hopefully everybody's trick-or-treating experiences are going well. I saw the Friday one for us was fantastic. Saturday, not so much for everybody. The rain kind of hindered things. So hopefully if you go out today, make sure you're safe. But right now we're going to dive in. We're going to check this place out. So I am here with Amy. Amy, hi.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for having me. All right. So we kind of reached out to each other. This was like a couple of months ago. I was looking for something to do around Halloween time. And, you know, last year we did the tour of Boston area, the formerly known as Helltown up in the peninsula area. Okay. So we actually had Joy Mitchell, who's going to be opening up her place next week from the Crystal Rockstar Rock Shop. She's a Crystal owner, so she's opening Crystal Den in Barberton. Okay, so these shows all kind of coincide together because you guys are into stuff that's not like what I guess the word would be of the norm, right?
Yeah. So kind of the geeky, kind of off the beaten path.
Off the beaten path, even though it's funny because you are really on a main path right here.
Yeah, we're on. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, East Turkey Foot Lake Road. Yes, Andrew said it. Andrew's watching from North Carolina. There you are. So Andrew, if you ever come up this way, you can stop in this place. All right, so tell us the story. So you were kind of telling me off camera. First of all, let's start with the Odd Mall itself. Tell the viewers what that is.
Okay, we have different shows set up all over Ohio. We have new ones that we just new venues like Lakewood. Was our formerly Toledo show. We have lots in Canton at the Canton Museum of Art. About every couple months, we do different shows that are they have vendors. Each vendor has their table, kind of set up like craft shows, but for art and handmade things and geeky stuff that are maybe wouldn't necessarily fit in your typical craft show.
I'll give you an example. They call their Alexa here computer because it's a reference back to Star Trek of the Voyage Home #4. And we were talking about that off air, so I want to bring that up on air. But that gives you an idea of what we're dealing with in terms of the thought process and the psyche behind this place.
We're big nerds.
Big geeky nerds, and I love it. And I'm right there with you. We were talking about Magic the Gathering. They play that here. We were talking about Feudal. So if you're into gaming, we're going to see that in a little bit. They've got an amazing grouping of games that they have, and they provide opportunities for people to gather and play board games and card games as well. All right, so there's the Odd Mall. So like you said, it's different places throughout the state.
Right.
Okay.
We have different shows, every couple months or so, but we needed kind of a central hub to go from. Both where we could store all the stuff so it wasn't in Andy's basement and filling up his house.
Right.
And so that we could have a place that people could come in between shows for things that they needed to fill their geeky needs, I guess.
Right, okay.
This was kind of that labor of love to have a place to gather and show off. It's all by consignment. So we have a place for lots of different vendors and artists who maybe couldn't make it to the show. Some of them are people who do sell at our shows.
Okay.
But this way it's a local kind of setup, and we have about over 8,000, I think, different items here now, and around 150, 160 vendors.
Okay.
So we've got like the entire spectrum of weirdness.
Yes.
Whatever your geeky thing is, we've probably got it.
Well, it's interesting because, just within my view, I'm looking just at this wall. I see some monsters, I see some dragons, I see Batman, and I see a Power Ranger. Mm-hmm. So that's all within my view right here, okay? So we'll do a walk around in a little bit. But before we do that, all right, so tell us, how long you guys been around now?
We opened in September of last year.
Okay.
Over a year.
And so what's your typical hours of operation?
Well, we are closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. Wednesdays and Thursdays are 10 to 6. Friday is our long day, which is 10 to 8. And then Saturday and Sunday are noon to 6.
All right. So when you do have these events, like these gaming nights or these card nights or whatever, how do you publicize that?
We have both a Facebook page for the Odd Mall Assembly of Odd, the Odd Mall Outpost Assembly of Odd, and we have our website, which is oddmalloutpost.com. We have a calendar of events, those kind of things. I like Facebook because then it gives you the little events and you can sign them up and it reminds you.
Yes.
Because otherwise I'm going to forget 90% of the stuff that I do.
Yep.
So we have different events set up on there. And then that way people can see what's coming up and sign up for them, share it with their friends, that kind of thing.
Okay.
And then we do the game nights every Friday, the first Friday of every month. And it usually goes from around 6-ish to midnight or so.
Now, what do people, can people bring like their own food and drink and whatever?
Mm-hmm. You can bring your own food and drinks.
Is alcohol allowed or no?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. We haven't really. It's more family friendly, so.
Gotcha.
I don't know. But people can bring their own games. We have a few hundred games downstairs.
Which we'll see in a little bit. It's amazing.
That's a bunch. And then also they can join in games that are already coming. People who have made games or published their own games can bring theirs up. People can come and hang out and try that.
I know a guy that lives around the corner from me. I can't remember his name, but he's a game tester. So like they bring him in to test new games. So he's a big deal. Yeah.
Right. That's like being an ice cream tester.
Yeah.
It's like the dream job.
All right, so here we go. I promised you guys we're giving away a $100 Acme gift card. All right, so drum roll out there. And our winner is Renee Bartos. Bartos, Renee. So if you're watching, Renee, congratulations. The Littlest and Cutest Prize Patrol will be making a visit to you sometime this week. I peeked on your Facebook profile page, and it says that I think you live somewhere in the Manchester area. You say you like shopping at the Manchester Road, Acme. So I'm assuming that you must live somewhere around there. So Renee, we will message you after the show. We'll get a hold of you. So congratulations, $100 coming your way, courtesy of Acme Fresh Markets. All right. So right now, let's go ahead and take a look around. All right. So I'm going to flip the camera. You just kind of give us a tour, and if you see anything that's like super crazy or neat that you want to point out, just stop me and we'll go from there.
Okay. Cool.
Well, first of all, who are our little people right here?
These are our turtles. We have 7. Well, that was the turtles.
Yep,
there they are. So we have 7 turtles that live here. This is a fountain that Andy built out of Little Tyke's sandboxes.
Little Tyke sandboxes.
And a toilet.
With the toilet.
We also normally have a monster up here that's reading one of Andy's books, but I think that it was used for a show recently, so we don't have it.
Okay.
This bear is taking its place right now.
Now the turtles are not for sale, but they are a nice decoration, part of your pets.
They were taken in, and we had a contest of turtle naming a little bit ago.
Nice.
We have Turt Reynolds and Swim Shady and
Turt Reynolds and Swim Shady. I love it. All right, so I'm looking at these horses. I'm assuming they are for sale?
They are.
They are. So explain, what are those?
Those are amazing. They're humongous. They're a lady who used to work for Odd Mall. Her name is Kelsey. She now lives in California, but she made these and some other ones. We have that huge one up there.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, these are kind of a huge floating looming mascot, but these are all made through like layers and layers of basically fake flesh. It's kind of plastic.
It looks like incredible detail.
It is. Her dad brought them here before we opened.
Okay.
And he had them on a trailer, and he got pulled over because somebody said, "Oh my gosh,
there's
dead
horses going around."
He's like this cute, unassuming little man, and he said, "Oh my gosh, I just got pulled over." People thought, I think he scarred a few dozen kids on the way here.
What are these little guys? These little trolls over here.
Yes, these are Clara. Clara makes these monsters, and each one is individually handmade. Clara makes the clay eyes and facial details, hand sews all of them, and Clara also does our shows, is at a lot of our bigger shows, and was at our sister gaming convention, which is Con on the Cob.
Okay.
And Brandon, who works here, makes these. Brandon is super duper cool. He's one of our newer employees, and He makes awesome kind of voodoo dolls. He crochets, makes those kind of cool doll sculptures, which are some of my favorite things.
And folks, all this stuff, for the most part, everything you're seeing is for sale, unless we specifically note it. So you can stop in. Again, they're located on East Turkey Foot Lake Road. Man, look at that. Look at the detail on that.
Yeah, these lamps are amazing too. We have them kind of scattered throughout the shop, but they're by Ken Love, and
really?
He makes all of those.
I know Ken.
Yeah, and he also does photography.
I've worked with Ken.
These are kind of the last lamps that he made.
Really?
Because he's switching over to concentrate more on his photography.
Yeah, I know. I'm in the wedding industry. I'm a DJ, and I've done several shows with Ken.
Yeah. But yeah, he makes lamps.
He makes lamps. That's a little known fact right there.
Mm-hmm. These are from an artist that makes them off of found skulls.
Those are for real, like skulls?
Mm-hmm. And she found them out in nature and then cleans them, fixes them up, and paints them.
Wow, that's crazy.
Some little works of art.
Let me flip this like this. Trying to keep this balanced for you folks, if you're looking at home. Okay.
We have all sorts of different jewelry, chain mail, scale mail kind of jewelry. These are by One Nerd Creations. She makes all sorts of different, let's see, where are her other ones? These kind of things.
I'm sorry, you said One Nerd Creations?
Yes, One Nerd Creations. And she does all sorts of like kind of fandom themed. These are vampire hunter kind of things with the little bloody stakes.
Nice. Let's take a look over here. This little guy checking me out.
I'd say probably 95% or so of our consigners are local. The other ones are from around the country. The person who did our mural downstairs is Dr. Demon. This is some of Dr. Demon's work. And gosh, we have.
And these are all individual, like these are already matted. Looks like a lot of them are.
A lot of them are. They're different prints from artists that, this is Eli Wolf. He does a lot of like cool, it's like if you take different fandoms and mix them together.
Okay.
He does a lot of really cool stuff like that.
I see a shout out to one of our sponsors for Rubber City Reviews. Stray Dog Mustard is here in the house.
Yes, we love Charlie.
Everybody loves Charlie.
I know, how could you not?
All right, what's this guy?
This is a huge dragon that was made from one of our artists that was at Con on the Cob. And this is by Shelley Loke, I believe it is. But it's huge and heavy and incredible.
And you know, these are collectibles, and most of them are handmade, so they're not cheap.
Yeah, this one's handmade.
Just to give you a ballpark, folks, none of this stuff is really. If you see the bigger pieces are not cheap. But like some of these paintings and pictures and stuff, they're in what would be considered more, like, for example, these are $15 down here. A couple of them are $20.
We have everything from price ranges from about $1 to thousands of dollars.
Yeah, exactly. That was what I was trying to portray. We got a little.
This is part of Andy's also collection.
Got our little Star Wars memorabilia shelf.
When I clean the fish tanks, I wear the.
Of course you do.
Yeah, the TIE Fighter helmet.
Of course you do. And then right in the middle, there's a couple of the Ghostbusters just hanging out. I did a Halloween Star Wars wedding last night. Oh. It was amazing. Remind me to show you pictures when we're out there.
Oh, I love that.
They had their cake topper was Leia and Han, and it said "I love you," and it said "I know."
Oh,
yeah,
man, that's so
it was
cute.
Amazing. All right, so let's flip around over here, and then we're up above now.
These are cool for your tiny nerds.
Tiny nerds. Goonie in training. Mm-hmm. I love
Future
that.
Dungeon Master Trekkie in training.
Trekkie in training. Mm-hmm. So you got onesies.
First word will be computer.
That's great.
These are by Glitter Girl Vinyl.
Okay.
Also local.
Okay. So now we're up top, and you had described this to me earlier. So this is more of the gathering area.
Yeah.
All right. So talk about this area here.
A lot of times, one of our friends who's a local game maker, also Andy makes games. He designs and creates his games too, which are low life games. Our friend Robert Turk comes, and when he works on new games, he comes and does kind of game playthroughs, beta testing, those kind of things. We have those here, and people can come and hang out and learn how to play the games and experience all of that. And all sorts of different stuff. We have a podcast that comes almost every Sunday, Geek Watch One, and they record theirs here.
Geek Watch One.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to check them out.
Yeah.
Am I looking at a podium?
Yes.
I just realized.
It is a podium.
This is probably the old pulpit from the church.
We have a gavel.
There's a gavel.
This is for important meetings.
It's the important meeting podium.
That's for when we get professional.
Okay.
And this huge mural done by Monster Steve that has one of his classic monsters and our Oddmall eyeball mixed together.
And you said that was all done with spray paint?
Yes.
That's incredible.
I have asthma, or I would have been here when
That's incredible. What's this old guy?
This is one of at our shows, our shows are always free. Andy promised that all Oddmall shows would be free to get into. But we do accept donations because that helps us be able to
I see it now.
them.
Now I see it.
So you can drop
it in the head.
there,
The money's down there. That's
and
great.
It goes in there.
It's like something you see at a museum, right?
Yes.
So, and there's our little mascot fish, right? Not for sale, but they're here to hang out.
Yeah, our little babies. This one's kind of sketchy. I don't know. I think he's kind of a bully snake.
Really?
Snake fish. I don't even know.
Does someone play piano here?
This was kind of a leftover extra. I used to play piano. I don't with
Gotcha.
these nails.
Gotcha.
Not with my nails done. But I played piano for about 20-something years.
And there's more Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
Any Lord of the Rings up there?
And Adventure Time, which is one of my favorite shows.
Nice. All right. Let's flip around. We got another gathering area here.
Another cool table. We've got some of our other kind of rescue pets, which were the bearded dragon, Anguirus over there.
Who's this big guy?
This is one of the orcs that Andy does. It's kind of along with his low life and other games, but this thing is humongous, and it has plastic water bottles, I think he said under. I never looked under the skirt.
Okay.
Or kilt, I'm not sure. But and he makes these out of that great stuff foam.
Okay.
You know, that insulation kind of
Yeah,
foam.
I know it all too
expands?
well because it got stuck on my hands.
Oh, it never, yeah. I couldn't even fill
gotta
like
use
a crack in
gasoline.
a sidewalk with
You
that.
have to use gasoline or acetone to get it
Yeah.
off. It was terrible.
Yeah, it got stuck on my hands, and I was like, well, this is how I'm going to be forever.
Yep.
But so he makes these sculptures out of that and then paints them. And this is one of his characters. Andy just has I don't know what goes on inside of his brain, but it's super duper cool. We have some fursuit heads. We are furry and cosplay friendly. We are accepting of everybody as long as you're not hateful or hurtful toward other people.
Gotcha.
We are all about it. So we have things that are made. This is Five Nights at Freddy's.
Okay.
Mangle and Foxy, and there's a furry head. We have a lot of furry friends who come to our shows and their personas and things like that.
Our host of Does It Suck just said hi to Andy. That's Nick.
Cool.
So Nick runs our Does It Suck review page and our Does It Suck review show. He's also part of Rubber City Reviews, and I guess that he knows Andy.
Oh,
so he just commented.
Everybody knows Andy.
Yeah, he just commented.
Yes. Andy is kind of everybody's best friend.
Cool.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Yeah, I'll have to.
All these kind of vintage things. That
Last Starfighter. I
All
gave that
sorts
book
of
to my son about 2 months ago to read. I still have it at home. So that's pretty cool.
If there's some cool piece of your childhood that you're looking for, it might be here. Or we might know where to find it.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and go a little further this way now.
And then one of our, she was one of the founding people for Oddmall, Crystal. She has a business called Live, Dream, Create. She makes these amazing, cute, super duper duper cute plush creatures. They're all handmade, and I love everything she does. I love Crystal. She's a great person too.
Cool.
But so we have those. Then Brandon, that I was telling you about, that makes the dolls. He also makes all of these crocheted ones, little crocheted voodoo dolls, mermaids, all sorts of different like crocheted monster, Frankenstein's monster.
Okay.
And then we have felted art. One of the artists and consigners here is also a biology teacher. And he said he wanted to make stuffed toys and things that he couldn't find that he wanted when he was a kid, that were different kind of things. Like, I don't know if he wanted a felted uterus when he was a kid, but we have an entire reproductive system right here.
That's a uterus.
You know, it's not hard to buy for a person in your life. Like, oh,
TV timeout. Okay.
This uterus for it.
Got it.
It's a great, you know, like hysterectomy. You know, congratulations on your hysterectomy.
Oh my goodness.
So we have like a blurring octopus, all sorts of different things that he hand makes these pangolins, and different things that you're probably not going to be able to find stuff.
Oh, on my uterus hunt, I haven't found one recently. So
Your
no.
uterus hunt is over.
Yeah, and now I know. What are these guys?
Those are gaffy sticks. These were, excuse me.
Oh, from
Star Wars.
What's it called? Sand People.
Mm-hmm. And so Andy had gotten a bunch of these when he was at Disney.
Oh wow. Okay. I'm like, what is that?
Mm-hmm.
Now I get it. Okay.
And then,
Considering it's in an R2D2.
oh yeah. And we have like, this is really cool jewelry that's made from silverware.
Oh wow.
They have hinges on them so you can wrap them around your wrists. These are beautiful custom dolls. These dolls are not for sale at the moment, but
Okay.
Andy's oldest does Coaster Customs, and they are different like customized dolls.
Okay.
And they're incredible. Then we've got lots of different scarves, some dream catchers, a bounty of games.
Okay.
Everything from Trailer Park Wars, Redneck Life.
You know,
We have some more
the
Redneck
staples. The staples.
Your usuals, like yeah. We got your everything from
Redneck
uteruses
Life,
to
living the
Redneck
dream.
Life. Yeah.
Redneck Life busting a gut. Yep, it's here.
And we have a bunch of other, some Pathfinder and all sorts of different games here. And we have a bunch of different artists. We're having, in November, we're having a Meet the Artist kind of thing, where we are going to have a bunch of different artists who are published and selling their books here. We're going to have like a day where people can come out and meet them and talk to them.
Okay, what's all this over here?
This is another one of Andy's creations. This guy, I know there's underwear in here. They have little hearts on them. And this is from Andy's head. It's got, I think there's a note from the parents too or something that says, oh yeah, it's from the parental units. It's like a coffin.
That's great.
I know, it just never ends. We've got these really, really cool candles. My favorite is, it's not over here, but they have one that the scent is just called purple. And you open it and it smells like purple.
That's funny.
We've got stones. These are from Silver Fox and Twisted Kaleidoscope. A lot of different, all sorts of minerals and stones and gems, things like that.
Okay.
These little handmade resin bookmarks.
Okay.
Oh, that cool clock. I hadn't seen it. It's like, even though
you work
a
here,
lot, I'm like, where'd this come from?
Yeah.
This is super cool.
Those
and
are-
it
those are,
changes constantly. Like, we're always getting it.
Old spools of thread.
Yeah. And this looks like the foot plate.
Yeah.
From,
Oh yeah,
an
from
old
a
sewing machine.
from a singer.
I heard the turtle's doing something.
Uh oh.
Yeah. Sometimes I hear them like scratching around, or I don't even honestly know what they're doing. We have shirts that are both our Oddmall for the shows. We have Con on the Cob ones, which is the gaming and art convention that we also have. And Oddmall Outpost shirts. They're down here. And then these are our, we bring these to Akron Pride, and we have our Pride t-shirts.
Okay.
Just cool repping.
What is this guy?
This is an awesome. This is like his little teeth are pearls. This is a handmade and sewn bear. This is a handmade monocle. All of this was built and put together
Wow.
by hand. Like each of his little toe beans, all of these little beads.
Wow.
I know. He's got a hefty. I'm gonna push it back in there. Now he's gonna fall.
These guys.
And then these are old dental tools.
Oh, wow.
Someone brought in to sell. So we have, if you have to go with your felt uterus, you can also get some dental tools. Your collection will be complete.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, look at that.
This is Andy's work. This
Okay.
is Andy's cool handiwork. He does miniatures for his games, and his different low life games. This is a lot of Andy's original artwork. I don't know, I'd love to know what goes on inside of his head, but it's cool as heck, whatever happens. He just thinks of these kind of things all day long. And it's like nothing, it just pours out of him. He made this for his miniatures, this kind of terrain.
A guy that I go to church with, his name's Joe, and he plays Starship Troopers.
Oh.
And he's made all the miniatures of all the bugs.
Oh.
And he's got a kind of a battleground similar to that.
Wow,
So,
cool.
it is
so it's
pretty
like
cool.
a Starship Troopers kind of version of, remember in Beetlejuice where he made that copy of the town?
Mm-hmm.
Be like that.
It's just like that.
Starship
Yep.
Troopers.
Yep.
I saw a Rift Tracks Starship Troopers kind of thing.
Yep.
And these are more of his, like, all of his artwork and postcards of his artwork. Other ones of his games he has, like the Zoink and some of these ones. These are the heaps of peeps from his other games. These are his books. These are like his gaming books for those role-playing games. Alpha Beast Soup is right here. This one, it's about a king who's sick, and the wizard helps him. He can make him well, but he has to go gather everything for that. And that guy is Andy. Like, he is Andy in drawing form.
That's funny.
But, so this is like an all ages book. And it works for, kids love this. It's got all sorts of fun stories. It's a good bedtime book.
What is all this?
Oh, a local high school was redoing their science area.
Okay.
And Andy bought, to help, they were doing a fundraiser of their specimens.
Okay.
And Andy got a bunch of them.
This wall is loud.
And now has them. This is a tiny little deer, which kind of makes me in love and kind of makes me cry at the same time. But it's super sweet. There's like all sorts of fetal specimens. These are worms.
And people buy this stuff.
Yes, people love these kind of things.
Okay.
Because, I mean, how often are you going to find a fetal deer and a felted
deer? How often? All right, let's go check out the game room.
All right.
Heading on
More art
downstairs.
all down here.
More art.
Yeah. We love art. I have covered my walls at home with the art of all sorts of different people, and all of it is cool and different. We've got boxes. This is our board game room. We have, if you can think of
Hundreds.
it, we probably have it.
Oh, you got Zathura.
Mm-hmm. I know, it's just from the show.
Wyatt loves that movie. How about this one, folks? Apples to Apples.
Mm-hmm.
The Jewish edition. Okay? So just in case you were looking for that one, it's here.
Right.
Come play.
Right. Nobody's opened it yet, so.
Not even opened.
Be the first.
You got Jumanji. Be careful with that one.
Oh, yeah.
Look at all these games, guys.
Yeah, if you play Jumanji, I'm not cleaning up after
That's
that.
that's right. That's right. Here's the
Jello Market.
here's the big shot right
What is
here.
this? Yeah, we have Pizza Box Football, The Simpsons.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Mansions
I'm a trivia
of Madness.
nerd, so I get really excited. We have Trivial Pursuit Star Wars over there too.
I got that at home, I think.
But yeah, so trivia is my jam. So I get super excited. When I was a kid, I would get the Trivial Pursuit games just to read the cards.
Yep.
Because I'm a dork.
That's okay.
And then we have some restrooms and things down here. We've got...
I'm going to show these murals.
Yeah, this awesome mural. This was done by Dr. Demon that was up there. His prints are here. And he's been working on this. Slowly coming in, working a little bit on it, and then coming back, working some more.
Now, is he local then? Or is he from somewhere else?
In Maslin.
Okay. All right.
And then this is our crafting and
generic.
Yeah,
generic
we've got
crafting
all
room.
sorts of stuff. For when we do things like dyeing stuff, we've got a washer and dryer down here even. We've got miniatures and stuff for Andy's gaming and all of that kind of fulfillment stuff down here, and then ping pong table, Star Wars dartboard, and crafts. We've been working on making things. If you want to come here and work with your friends on who knows what, you can do it.
Okay, come on over here.
Because
let's finish with
it's
this
an
in
open
the background.
space. That's our kitchenette.
No, I'm not looking in there. I'm going back
Oh,
there.
I was like, it's a beautiful kitchenette.
I'm showing the mural to end. So come on over here.
Behind this,
All right.
there's a kitchenette.
There you go. I don't know what I just saw, okay? But it included a stuffed uterus, okay? Along with some samples of anything and everything that you could think of. It's like, what's the right word? I mean, you said it right. It's like cool, geeky stuff. If you want to nerd out, if you have any kind of collectibles, if you have anything that you're looking for that's macabre, anything that's like off the path and literally odd by the name, it's in the name. Check them out.
We've got it.
Right here, East Turkey Foot Lake Road, in green, like, there's a main road right there. What is it? Is it Arlington?
That's Arlington, yep.
So Arlington's right.
Because it's also 619.
Yeah.
East Turkey Foot Lake is 619, and Arlington, we're right by the cemetery.
619 in Arlington. Look for the church that's no longer a church.
We have a purple steeple.
Purple steeple. Okay? So check them out. For those of you folks, it's Halloween week. For those of you folks that are into Halloween, there's a lot of stuff up there that I'm telling you fits in with your motif. Okay?
It's Halloween all year long.
It's Halloween all year long in this place. All right? So thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate you having me. This place is so unique and so interesting. And again, it's Akron kids doing Akron things, right? And it's what we love to promote. Next week is just crazy for us at 3 to Go. So I'll be out at Joy's place helping her open up for her grand opening. I will be interviewing the runners of Akron Comic Con during the week at some point. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go back to Gould Brothers and this time take my wife to do a walkthrough of the Gould Brothers Haunted House on Halloween night. That'll be crazy. And then I'm also covering University of Akron EA Sports Team. They're considered one of the best video game teams in the world, not just the country, in the world. Their facilities are incredible, so I get a chance to sit down and meet them and go over their gaming and all the stuff that's going on with the University of Akron team, which should be amazing. And then on Sunday, I'm going to get a chance to walk through Akron's Comic-Con, which is taking place, I think, at one of the fairgrounds, or check out their information. I've got it up online right now. But it's all the people that would shop here are all going to be there.
Oh, yes.
All right, so
We'll be there, probably.
So point being, you get a chance to see them all in their costumes and stuff, all right? So that's our week coming up. Again, congratulations, Renee, on the $100 Acme gift card. We'll be posting that. Thank you, folks, so much for tuning in. I don't know where I'm going, but there ain't no sense of being late. Everybody out there, join me and say goodnight, Shirley.
Good night, Shirley.